Hi everyone, this is Tech Guy here. Welcome to the Python series. So today the topic is, can we pass list and tuple to a function? As we have seen in earlier videos, we have passed like single parameters, multiple parameters, even though we have passed like string, so many things in the function. This time we just want to check, can we pass a list or tuple? So we'll check it here first. Okay. So you will check one, create one function like def is keyword, you will take function name is test, okay, and you'll pass a list like L1. Okay. So here I'll take like this. Can we pass or no? So we'll check it. Yes, yes, we can pass. Yes, we can pass. Okay. Uh, then I will check the type also. Check the type whether it's a list or what. Check the type of list. I will check here. Okay, we'll display the list also, right? Now what I will do, this is the function I've created, right? Now we will call that function. So how I will call, I'll write the function name, then I'll pass that list into the function like, okay, so list I pass one, like this I'm passing the list. So yeah, I will just check it here. First I will put this function. Yes, now I will call this. So you can see, yeah, yes, we can pass list to a function, and it's a type of list only, it's not anything else, right? It's an square by frequency 1 2 3 4 5 like this. So here we can take one example also. I will explain you one example. Okay, here we will take like square. A square. Okay, so we will take one method f, take a square, do a square of, we'll take some list items. Okay, and we will take a square of that list items. Okay, so now the square, whatever the things we need for square. Okay, so first of all I know, okay, I'll take here list. Okay, uh, because I want a list. In the list we have multiple elements, but from the list I need to pick one elements, right? So for that, what we will do, we'll apply a for loop. On the with the help of for loop, we can pick any each element. So I'll write for I in L L1. So that means this is my list L1. In that list I am picking one elements, and I will do the square of that elements. So here I'll write like square. For a square we know, like we need to write like this I, and star two times we need to write like this. And after that, once your square is done, just print the value of I. Sorry, 1 second. Here only it will be done. Okay, and then I will pass this my function name square, right? 1 second. Yeah, function name is square. Here I will pass the list. Okay, the list I'm passing like 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. I'll this pass, right? So here I will execute this method. Yeah, method is executed successfully. Now I will call this method. I will call also this method. See if we can see the output like 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25. Like this. Like this we can check. Okay. Then next we have, can we pass tuple also? So for the tuple also we'll check it. Tuple, can we pass into the functions? So okay. So for this also we will do one thing. For this, first I will explain you one basic example. Okay, you create one method, then test. Here I'll pass like tuple is like a t or a t. Yeah, okay. Then I will take here. Okay, for this one we will do one thing here. Tuple also, can we pass or not? So I will display some message like yes or no. So here we will display some message like yes, yes we can pass. Yes we can pass. Pass for tuple also. Like this you can put anything, you can put for display requirement. You can pass, and we'll check the type also. Then type of, yeah, I will check it. Then I will display the T. Here I will pass the T. So my T test. Here I'll take a T. So I'll take in this bracket tuple like 1 comma 2 comma 3. Anything you can take. You can take any number. It's not like compulsory. You need to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can take 10, 20, 30, 45. Anything you can take. So I will just execute this one first. Execute successfully. Now I will call this one. Yeah, so you can see same message. Yes, we can pass for tuples. Now you can see the type of this tuple, and it's this bracket. Why I'm taking the type to showing you the differentiation? Can we pass tuple or not? Like this, I'm showing the differentiation. That's why I'm taking this. Now I'll do one thing. We'll take an example. So we will do the some, okay, addition will do. Okay, we'll do the addition, the numbers. So for the addition, I'll pass a tuple here. Then for the addition, just what I can do here, we need to take, I need to pick each and element. So I'll write like 4 I in tuple. Okay, but before that I would like to initialize s equal to 0. That means initially I don't know the how much sum equal to, I will take s equal to 0. Then once I, what I will do here, I'll take this my tuple. From the tuple I will pick each and element, like I will pick the element, these elements only I'll be taking the, okay. So here what I will do, I'm picking the each and elements. Then we will do the here s, okay, yeah, we'll do a square. Now I'll do here first, I will take like this s initially, s plus I will do, then I'll print s. I will explain you why I written like this. Okay, see here, yeah, see here, def is a keyword, addition tuple I'm passing here. Okay, I'll explain you here. I'll take tuple also. Okay, same tuple I'll be passing here. Okay, but I need to call the function. My function name is addition, I'm doing, right? So in this I'll pass this tuple. So see now how the program will work. This is my method. Okay, and here I'm calling this. Okay, one sec. One time is required. Okay, see. So now this is method, right? So here I'm passing this tuple. This is my tuple. This tuple I'm passing. This is my add method, right? So this method, so as soon as I will call this method, my control will go to here. This tuple will come here. Now it will see the condition s equal to 0. That means sum, we will initialize the sum equal to 0. Then later what happens, t, it will check the t in s. Okay, then it will check s is equal s plus I is initially s equal to 0, right? Then we will add it 1, 1 plus 0 1, so it will print 1. Then later what happens, again it will come, control will come here, like again the number will be incrementing. So like this it will work. So I will execute this one first. Okay, execute successfully. Now I will call this method. Yeah, we can see the output correct. See, 1 starting 1, 1 1 plus 2, how much, 3, 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 5 15, like this we got the output. So in interview they can ask you, can we pass list tuple into a function? Yeah, in functions we can pass a number of items, like we can pass list, tuples, strings, single elements, multiple elements, two types of elements. We can pass a number of things into the function. It's a lovely and wonderful concept, functions. Even though functions are very important in the Python also, even though you go for another language also, it's very important. So I just request you guys, please try at your own. So it's very very powerful concept in Python and other languages. Okay, this much only in this session. Thanks for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good day.